Hola. Buenos dias. My name is Jamie, and my pronouns are she, her, and I serve gratefully as a member of the worship arts team.
Buenos dias. Mi nombre es Timoteo. My name is Tim. My pronouns are he, him, and I serve gratefully as minister of this proudly progressive congregation. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Fresno, California.
Welcome to everyone on our online church campus, and please share this with your friends.
And an equal welcome to everybody on our Alluvial Ave campus. You look beautiful.
Welcome to everyone attending at the time of your choice on Facebook or YouTube.
We are one congregation in many places. Somos una congregación en muchos lugares.
Here at the Unitarian Universalist Church of Fresno, we welcome you no matter your race or culture of origin. We welcome you no matter your primary or secondary language.
Each week, we remind each other that English is not the only language spoken in the United States, and diversity is what makes this country strong. No one should be able to be kidnapped by ICE because of the language they're speaking or the job that they are performing.
We are welcome no matter our age, spiritual background, or religious beliefs. Our neurodiversity is welcome here. We are welcome no matter our level of formal education or the amount of money that we have. Our disabilities are welcome here.
Those of us who are gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, non-binary, intersex, or queer are welcome here.
You are welcome with or without documentation, con o sin papeles.
All are welcome here. Todos son bienvenidos aquí.
We acknowledge that our Alluvial Avenue Church campus sits within the traditional homelands of the Yokuts people, the original and continued caretakers of this land.
And if you are joining us today on our online campus and you would like to have a joy, sorrow, concern, or gratitude included in today's service, you can text it to us at 559-239-6543.
We have just ended the second week of our annual pledge drive. Woo! Here with an update is Mona on our online campus and Laura on our Alluvial Avenue campus.
Buenos dias. Mi nombre es Mona Jones Romancic. Good morning. My name is Mona Jones Romancic. My pronouns are she, her, and I serve gratefully as the chairperson of this year's annual pledge drive. As we enter our third week of the pledge drive, we want to say thank you. Thank you to everyone who has pledged. We are grateful for your financial support and for your prompt response. With your support, the pledge drive is steadily moving towards our goal. Stay tuned for this week's updated pledge totals later in the service. As you've probably heard me say, knowing the total financial support pledged by members and friends allows Reverend Tim to finalize a budget for the upcoming fiscal year, which begins July 1st. Next week, we will begin reaching out by email and text to gently remind you to consider a pledge of financial support if your circumstances allow. If you haven't received a pledge packet yet and you would like one, stop by the table in the breezeway of the Alluvial Avenue campus, scan the QR code that will come up on the screen in a moment, or email us at pledge@uufresno.org. Thank you.
Good morning. Buenos dias. Mi nombre es Laura y mis pronombres son ellas. Good morning again. My name is Laura and my pronouns are she, her, and I serve gratefully as a member of your pledge drive team. And stay tuned for some pledge drive numbers right now. Last Sunday, our pledge drive total was $235,328 pledged, which is 37.79% of our goal. This week, as we begin the third week of our pledge drive, we are happy to report that we now have a total of $384,401. That is 61.7% of our goal of $622,574. Yeah, give yourselves a hand. We only have $238,173 left to go. If you pledged last year and haven't yet pledged this year, today is a good day to do so, as your circumstances permit. If you've never pledged before, we can give you a packet and pledge card outside in the breezeway. Or scan the QR code or send us an email at pledge@uufresno.org. Thank you. Gracias.
And now online in the chat box or here in Alluvial Avenue Sanctuary, as you are comfortable, let's just take a moment to say buenos dias and greet one another.
Good morning, everyone. Buenos dias. I'm Adrian. My pronouns are he and him, and I serve in a dual role as a member of the worship arts team and the United San Joaquin team, which was formerly known as the Central Valley IAF. So as we prepare to begin our service this morning, let's allow the gentle sound of the tingsha to take us into that still and quiet place within. From that place of awareness and attention, may we open ourselves to the wisdom and inspiration within us, among us and beyond us.
One, two, three, four. Corrupted by fear, unwilling to hear, denying the beauty we found. We are answering the call of love. Hands joined together as hearts beat as one, emboldened by faith. of grace in every embrace, fulfilling the vision divine. We are answering the call of love. Hands joined together as hearts beat as one, emboldened by faith, we dare to proclaim. We are answering the call of love. We are answering the call of love.
Good morning. Buenos dias.
Hello,
My
and
na-
I'm still Adrian.
My name is Rachel Andres, and I serve gratefully as the Director of Lifelong Learning here at the Unitarian Universalist Church of Fresno. Our chalice lighting words are by the Rev. Bob Janice Dillon. They are perfect words for this morning's gathering because our worship theme for March is paying attention. Today, we place our attention, our awareness, on what it means to be building a beloved community together, one that is just, diverse, democratic, and multicultural.
If you're participating today from our online campus, you might want to consider having a candle or even a chalice with you, so you can kindle the flame in your own home as we light it here on our Alluvial campus. And if that's too much for you, well, you can light a candle in your heart.
Here within these walls, here in this community of love and justice, we pause our busy lives to consider what is worthy of our deepest yearnings.
In the time we are given here, may we pay attention to the wonder of each moment. May we grieve what is lost, and may we be grateful for our life on this beautiful earth.
May we prepare ourselves for the work love calls us to do. Just as we are, may we be the beloved community.
Let us together kindle the flame of love, the flame of beloved community.
Now, in body or in spirit, join in singing the song of praise, Let Justice Roll Down.
Please rise in body or spirit.
Yes, and as you're standing, this song has some call and response parts. So Ellis is going to sing, and then we're going to sing the parts in parentheses. There's also some fun claps. So we're going to demonstrate some ways that you can clap up here, or you can clap as you feel moved.
Put together and lead with love.
We threw Ellis. No, you're fine. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love.
Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Don't give up hope.
Don't give up hope.
You're not alone.
You're not alone.
Don't you give up.
Don't you give up.
Keep moving on.
Moving on.
Gotta put one foot together and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Lift up your eyes. Don't you despair. Look up ahead. The path is there.
The path is there. You
gotta
put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. I know you're scared, and I'm scared too, but here I am, right next to you. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Lead with love. Lead with love.
I invite us to remain standing as we say together the words of our mission. La misión de la Iglesia Unitaria Universalista de Fresno es amar inclusivamente, crecer espiritualmente, servir con gratitud y trabajar por la justicia. The mission of the Unitarian Universalist Church of Fresno is to love inclusively, grow spiritually, serve gratefully, and work for justice. Please be seated.
I first became involved with the Unitarian Universalist Church of Fresno when I was almost 2 years old because my parents wanted to find a good place to raise me, a good church to raise me. I really love the youth group because it's a great way to connect with other kids that have the same beliefs as me, and they're all just honestly great people to be around because I know that I can talk to them about anything. I just feel like it's a safer space when you kind of have the same beliefs. You're not going to be as much judged. The church inspires hope in me because I get to see a lot of people with the same ideas and beliefs of what's going on in the world, and I get to have faith that the world's going to be a better place because I see more people wanting better for the world. They really make sure every single person is included and they don't discriminate towards anyone. Some specific things I've noticed here is that LGBTQ plus is really welcomed here and not always welcomed everywhere else, and also everyone of different races, documented or undocumented, are welcome here, and that's not always being welcomed in the world right now. I like that we as a church make sure that everyone is included because I don't think anyone should be discriminated against for being a person and being who they are. People make it known that you can come to them and that you're loved here no matter what, and that you can always have a safe space to talk. Giving to the church financially is a big help to be able to keep up this community we have and keep making the church better for everyone. I would love to say that I truly love this church and I am grateful for getting to grow up in such a welcoming place.
Rebel, right here in person. So we're going to send off our children, youth, and high school students off to their spirit explorations. So let's sing them as they head through the front doors and outside.
We hold you in our love as you go, as you go. May your heart be at peace as you go. To nurture the spark of your precious life. hold you in our love as you go, as you go. May your heart be at peace as you go, to nurture each mark of your precious heart. We hold you in our love as you go.
So I invite us to take in a breath, and as we do, let's just imagine we're breathing in peace. We're breathing out love. Again, we take in a breath, imagining we're breathing in peace as we settle into our seats, and we breathe out love. And one more time, taking in a breath, we imagine we're breathing peace into every cell in our body. And let's breathe out love into our broken and beautiful world. As we continue breathing together in this space made sacred by our intention to be together and be recalled to our best selves again, let's allow that breath in our imagination to carry us back through the last week, the last 7 days of our living. And 2 gentle questions. In the last week, where did you see, hear, or experience beauty? And a second question, in the last week, was there a moment when you were kind? When we gather each Sunday, we create space to just acknowledge our humanness, to acknowledge those parts of us that are broken, that are sharp and jagged, as well as those parts of us that are a bit smoother and beautiful. We also listen to the stirrings of our hearts and minds, our joys, our sorrows, our gratitudes. Some of us stopped at the small table at the entranceway to the church and filled out a small card. Others of us sent in a text from our online campus. This is just a little bit of what is alive with us today. Betty Francis says, I read this in an article this week, Minnesotans redefined we. Yes, indeed, and you use join and continue the struggle. Paula S. is here with us with a sorrow in her heart. My friend has stage 4 lung cancer and has been given a year to live. She is so scared, and I don't know how to be of any help. The song we just sang, One Foot in Front of the Other, really gives me answers. Claire is here with gratitude, joy, and sorrow. Jamie's dog Zeus was sick yesterday, but perked up when I came over to play board games. And Deborah Scarborough says, Bill S. is in the hospital for an upcoming cardiac procedure. Please hold him in your thoughts. And Pat Looney Berman, please send healing, positive thoughts to my sister, Jane. We also remember our beloveds, those unable to be with us because of health. Bill S., who we just mentioned, Paula F., Dominic P., Myrna S., Glenda R., Pat M., and Robin C. And I spent some time visiting Robin C. this week, and she asked to send her love and just know how much she appreciates each week that we remember her in our thoughts and prayers, especially folks who don't even perhaps know her, but she said she feels that energy and that love each and every Sunday. We also have the celebration from our online campus of a 90th birthday today. Barbara Crane, longtime church member. So knowing that she will experience this online, let's robustly wish Barbara Crane a happy 90th birthday. Let's sing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Barbara. Happy birthday to you. Woo! This month we continue celebrating Women's History Month. This week we mark 3 religious or cultural sacred times or festivals. The Islamic world's Ramadan comes to an end on Thursday night. The next day, Friday, March 20th, Ostara is celebrated, a key celebration of the spring equinox in our earth-based pagan traditions. And also that same day, Nowruz is being celebrated at the Persian New Year in Iran and worldwide, including here in Fresno. This ancient festival has roots in the religion of Zoroastrianism, the original religion of Iran, and is the most important festival of the year for Iranians. And we think today of Iran and all the places in our world that do not know peace. Throughout the Middle East, including Lebanon, we remember too the now 13 American military members who have lost their lives in this unfortunate, tragic, and unnecessary war. And so, for everything that's been spoken aloud, but also for those things that we're holding in the gentleness of our own hearts today, we light our candle of community. And we light a second candle. This is our candle of compassion, resistance, and hope. It burns in remembrance of all those many things that are under attack by our federal government. And in the light of our candles, we sing Spirit of Life, Fuente de Amor.
Spirit of life, come unto me, sing in my heart all the stirrings of compassion, blow in the wind, rise in the sea, move in the hand, giving life the shape of justice. Roots hold me close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me. Fuente de amor, ven hacia mí, y al corazón cántale tu compassion, sopla al volar, sube en la mar, hasta justicia de la vida, arraigame, libérame, fuente de amor, ven a mí, ven a mí.
Let us be together in the spirit of mindfulness or prayer with these words by the Reverend Marta I. Valentin. Let us pray. Loving Spirit of this and every sacred moment, be with us in times of self-doubt, when we forget that dreams are not born in an instant, but must be nurtured, must be chosen over and over again. When the world is telling us that we are dreaming too large, too wild, too unrealistic, or even too small, remind us, gentle, patient Spirit, that any dream worth waiting for is worth working toward. Precious and loving Spirit, today more than ever, we dream of peace. Peace in our hearts, which have been clouded over with promises of a free world that will never come to pass if bought with the blood of war. Spirit of life, fuente de amor, today we dream of peace. Today we dream of peace. Que así sea, bendito sea, may it be so, blessed be. Amen.
Our morning reading is adapted slightly from the loving and wise heart of Reverend Dr. Hope Johnson. Reverend Johnson was a beloved elder of the Unitarian Universalism. She immigrated from Jamaica and was an important figure in BLUE, Black Lives of Unitarian Universalism. Reverend Johnson also worked with our own congregation's first Mosaic Makers team back in 2016 when they attended a retreat with her and other BIPOC leaders in San Diego. She continues to bless us as an ancestor. We Are One by the Reverend Dr. Hope Johnson. We are one, a diverse group of proudly kindred spirits. Here, not by coincidence, but because we choose to journey together. We are active and proactive. We care deeply. We live our love as best we can. We are one, working, eating, laughing, playing, singing, storytelling, sharing, and rejoicing, getting to know each other, taking risks, opening up, questioning, seeking, searching, trying to understand, struggling, making mistakes, paying attention, asking questions, listening, living our answers, learning to love our neighbors, learning to love ourselves, apologizing and forgiving with humility, and being forgiven through grace, creating the beloved community together. We are one. May it be so.
I invite us to rise as we're willing and able. Let's join in singing The Fire of Commitment. If you don't know this song, you should be able to pick it up. It has an interesting rhythm, but I know a lot of us love singing it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Assurance of the flame that burns within, then our promise finds fulfillment and our future can begin. From the stories of our living rings a song both brave and free, calling pilgrims still to witness the life of liberty. The fire of commitment sets our mind and soul ablaze when our hunger and our passion need to call us on our way. When we live with deep assurance of the flame that burns within, then our promise finds fulfillment and our future can begin. From the dreams of youthful vision comes a new prophetic voice, which demands a deeper justice built by our courageous choice. When the fire of commitment sets our minds and soul ablaze, when our hunger and our passion need to call us on our way, when we live with deep assurance of the flame that burns within, then our promise is fulfillment and our future can begin.
be seated. So the thing that I hated most about Mr. Sanchez's history of the world in high school class was what he did to keep us paying attention. We were guaranteed that twice a week we would have that dreaded thing called a pop quiz. We didn't know what day. We didn't know if it was going to be at the beginning of class. We didn't know if it was going to be in the middle of class. We didn't know if it was going to be 2 minutes before the end of class. But we knew, twice a week, a pop quiz. And I made myself a promise back in high school in that world history class. I would never, ever, ever give anyone a pop quiz. Until this morning. So, you're going to get 1 point if you know the answer. But because this is a Unitarian Universalist pop quiz, filled with love, understanding, and compassion, you also get 1 point if you don't know the answer. Because we're learning something new, which is another form of winning. So if you know or you think you know the answer to these 14 questions, just call it out boldly and bravely, and don't worry about overlapping other voices. And I guarantee you there's not one person in this room who will get every answer right, except for me, because I have them all written down. So, number 1, this Unitarian wrote the Declaration of Independence. Thomas Jefferson. Woo! Let's hear it for Thomas Jefferson. This Unitarian founded the modern nursing movement. Florence Nightingale. Yay! This Unitarian is famous for his revolutionary midnight ride as he cried, "The British are coming!" Paul Revere. This calm Unitarian snuck away to Walden Pond to live more simply. Henry David Thoreau, yes. This was America's first investigative reporter and a leading black voice in the women's suffrage movement. Woo-hoo-hoo! Ida B. Wells! Yay! Woo-hoo! I'm impressed. This Unitarian is famous for writing the Peter Rabbit stories. Beatrix Potter, yep. This Unitarian scientist formulated the laws of motion and gravitation, commonly known as gravity. Isaac Newton, yep. This Unitarian founded the Red Cross. Clara Barton, yep. This Unitarian was the only black woman on the planning committee of the 1893 World Parliament of Religions in Chicago and was one of America's most popular public speakers. Fannie Barrier Williams. Let's hear it for Fannie Barrier Williams. 150 years ago, this past week, this Unitarian invented the telephone. Alexander Graham Bell, you got it. This Unitarian was a famous abolitionist, social justice activist, and one of America's first published black female authors. Frances Ellen Watkins Harper. Let's hear it for Frances Ellen Watkins Harper. Google her. She has a great story. I know Lorenzo knows this one. This Unitarian, iconic folk singer wrote, "Where have all the flowers gone, and if I had a hammer?" Yes, Pete Seeger. This Unitarian first inspired us as Hollywood Superman and then as a disability rights activist. Christopher Reeves, yep. The last question. This Unitarian wrote a book about Frankenstein and created a a Halloween favorite. Yep, Mary Shelley. And just because you can never trust a minister, our actual last question, and this is for extra credit, even though you've all gotten 1 point for every question so far. This famous Universalist created the greatest show on earth. Yep, P.T. Barnum. Let's hear it for all of them. As I often say, our Unitarian Universalist faith is an ancient faith, growing from two separate and long-standing traditions, the Unitarian tradition and the Universalist tradition. Both Unitarianism and Universalism reach back over 2,000 years to the teachings of Jesus of Nazareth. Our Unitarian forebears looked at Jesus as a spirit-filled, 100% entirely human being and great moral teacher. Rather than asking us to worship unattainable divinity, they believed Jesus called us to become fully realized human beings. Our Unitarian roots are anchored in a radical belief that human beings have within them not original sin, but original blessing. Let's hear it for original blessing. They taught that if that blessing within us is nurtured, we have the potential to create much good in the world. We can cultivate our character. They called that salvation by cultivation of character. Unitarianism also teaches unity. This world is one. We are one with all living things that share this earth home with us. And as an earth home, we must preserve and protect the planet. Now, our Universalist roots are anchored in the radical belief that all human beings are worthy of love. All. And if there is a God, then that God is a loving God that will never condemn anyone to eternal damnation. The Universalists said, hell doesn't exist. The Universalists said that no human wrongdoing is bigger than the universe's infinite love. They said that therefore the purpose of life isn't to be fearful and obedient of some tyrannous God, but the purpose of life is to be happy and fulfilled, just as you are, knowing you are loved. Universalism reminds us that the purpose of religion is to recall us to our best selves again, so that we can work together to mend our broken and hurting world. In the words of the late Reverend Dr. Forrest Church, we Unitarian Universalists have inherited a magnificent theological legacy in a sweeping answer to so many beliefs that divide the human family. Unitarianism teaches we spring from a common source. Universalism proclaims that we share a common destiny. So a few years ago, I got a phone call from somebody who had never attended a Unitarian Universalist church, which is the majority of people in the world. They asked to set up a meeting to talk with me. One of our church members had invited them to come to a Sunday service, as I know some of you have been invited to come to a Sunday service, and because they were smart to be suspicious of any organized religion, they wanted to meet with me to get a better understanding of what they would be getting themselves into if they showed up on a Sunday morning. So they were pretty direct. They said, what does it mean to be a Unitarian Universalist? Now, luckily, just the night before, I, like a good Unitarian Universalist, had been reading some of the writings of the legendary Unitarian poet and philosopher Walt Whitman. So I shared Whitman's summary of what it means to be an authentic Unitarian Universalist who lives from their religious values, or at least tries to. Walt Whitman wrote this: Unitarian Universalist, love the earth and sun and animals. I like that. Despise riches, give alms to everybody who asks, stand up for the vulnerable, devote your labor to others, challenge tyrants, argue not concerning God, take off your hat to nothing known or unknown, go freely with powerful, uneducated persons, with the young, and with mothers of families. Re-examine all you have been told in school or church or in any book, and dismiss whatever insults your own soul. So that begs the question, how do you know if you are a Unitarian Universalist? In 1568, Unitarian King John Sigismund issued the Western world's first decree of religious tolerance. You are a Unitarian Universalist if, like King John Sigismund, you believe that religious differences should be respected and that diversity does not divide us but strengthens us. You are a Unitarian if, like Unitarian scientists Isaac Newton and Charles Darwin, you believe that there should be no conflict between the facts of science and the spiritual teachings of religion. You are a Unitarian Universalist if, like some of the founders of this country, such as Abigail and John Adams, Unitarians, Benjamin Franklin, Universalist, and Thomas Jefferson, Unitarian, you believe freedom of religion and separation of church and state are cornerstones of democracy. You are a Unitarian Universalist if, like Unitarian philosophers John Locke and Ralph Waldo Emerson, you believe human reason must be used to discern what is personally authentic and true. You are a Unitarian Universalist if, like Unitarian visionaries Henry David Thoreau, Margaret Fuller, Theodore Parker, Louisa May Alcott, Emily Dickinson, Walt Whitman, and again, Ralph Waldo Emerson, he pops up everywhere. You believe that divinity is alive in nature. The divine can be found in nature, that the great mystery of life can be perceived in all living things, and that the teachings of Jesus and Christianity, beautiful as they are only one of many paths to the mountaintop of religious meaning. You are a Unitarian Universalist if, like the free-thinking humanists in the early 1900s, you know that a person does not have to believe in God in order to live a good, kind, and responsible life. You're a Unitarian Universalist if, like the great Unitarian and Universalist suffragettes Susan B. Anthony, Ida B. Wells, Elizabeth Cady Stanton, Fanny Barrier Williams, and Olympia Brown, if you believe that women are equal to men, that they should have equal say, equal pay, and complete agency over their bodies. You are a Unitarian Universalist if, like the great Unitarian educator Elizabeth Peabody, who opened the first English language kindergarten in this country in 1860, if you believe that access to quality education is a basic human right that allows people to lift themselves up out of cycles of poverty and servitude. And you are a Unitarian Universalist if, like Abraham Lincoln's Universalist leanings and the many Unitarian Universalist ministers and lay leaders who marched with Dr. Martin Luther King in Selma, if you believe Black Lives Matter, Brown Lives Matter, BIPOC lives matter, and you are a Unitarian Universalist if, like the group Blue, Black Lives of Unitarian Universalism, you yearn to transform America's white supremacy culture into a reality where people of all races and cultural backgrounds have access to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and where all people are treated equally by our justice and law enforcement systems. My dear ones, like it or not, you are a Unitarian Universalist if you agree with these three basic principles outlined by the Reverend Roy Phillips. 1, you are more concerned with human beings than with dogma. 2, you are searching for the holy rather than dwelling upon the depraved. And 3, you call no one a sinner, yet you know how deep is the struggle and how great is the hunger for what is good. I like to say you're a Unitarian Universalist if you are more focused on saving planet Earth for our children than saving souls for Jesus. You are a Unitarian Universalist if you are more concerned with creating peace on earth now than guaranteeing life in the hereafter. And dear ones, you are a Unitarian Universalist if you know we need not believe alike to love alike. As my late father-in-law, the Reverend Dr. Herbert Vedder, a great Unitarian Universalist minister, as he wrote, amidst the shadows of superstition and fear, Unitarian Universalism offers a faith that has been rigorously tested in the fires of science, politics, and culture. Amidst the shadows of an age of fragmentation, we stand for religion as the free individual's full encounter with life as it is and life as it can be. Amidst the shadows cast by idols of infallibility held to be immune to criticism, we stand for freedom of speech and belief as a vital center of creative and concerned community. Amidst the shadows cast by every form of tyranny over the mind and body, heart and soul, we stand for the liberty of unfettered democracy. Amidst the shadows of great division, we stand for uniting people in a common quest of truth for the mind, good works for the hand, and love for the heart, which, like lightning in the storm, shines forth brightly and boldly. Our Unitarian Universalist faith is an ancient faith. And it is a faith for these times and the days, the weeks, and the months ahead. Join us on this liberating and loving spiritual path. Que así sea, bendito sea. May it be so. Blessed be. Let me hear, Amen. Woo.
Feel free to dance, move around the aisles on this one as you feel it. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, ba-doom, boom, boom, ba-doom, boom, boom. Unitarian Universalist, walking through the door just gives my heart a lift. People ask, what kind of church is this? Unitarian Universalist. Ba-doom, boom, boom, ba-doom, boom, boom, ba-doom, boom, boom. Who knows what? I can't walk or talk the list. A Unitarian Universalist. I hold the never-ending question of the heart's beat. Is this? I'm a Unitarian Universalist. Even though what you say might not be what I know, we sit all together. Every Sunday we go, searching through our lives for the mystery of loving, sifting through the times like an old-fashioned covenant. I know this is my church, eternal talking about. These are all my people. Our voices sing and they shout. Unitarian Universalist, standing together, we offer the world a gift, the all-important question of eternal compassion. See the morning star rise on the living tradition of Unitarian Universalism. Boom, ba-doom, boom, boom, ba-doom, boom, boom. Unitarian Universalist, walking through the door just gives my heart a lift. People ask, what kind of church is this? Unitarian Universalist.
If anything said this morning resonates with you, and if the Spirit moves you, we would welcome a special contribution. In that spirit, let's share together our words of congregational response. If not us, then who? If not open hearts, then what? If not now, then when? If not here, then where? If not generously, then how? If not us, then who? Si no somos nosotros, entonces quién? Si no con corazones abiertos, entonces qué? Si no es ahora, entonces cuándo. Si no es aquí, entonces dónde. Si no damos generosamente, entonces cómo. Si no somos nosotros, entonces quién. There are many ways you can make a contribution this morning. If this is your first or second time with us, let the baskets pass you by here on Alluvial Avenue. Your presence is your gift to us this morning. May this church continue to be worthy of the many different forms of our gifts. As we prepare to end our service today, let's join our voices in our chalice extinguishing words. Extinguimos esta llama, pero no la luz de libertad, el calor de comunidad o el fuego de nuestro compromiso. Estos los veremos en el corazón. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts. Just a few reminders. Cecily is our coordinator of community life. If you are new or newish and are looking to connect and have a sense of belonging, you have every answer to any question anyone could ever ask about this church. Please talk to Cecily before or after the service. Outside, as I say, in our sun-dappled courtyard, will be social hour, coffee, and there is a question and answer table with a board member. So if you're new and just would like to sit down and have a conversation with somebody, do that at the turquoise tablecloth. As you are leaving the breezeway today, our social justice team will have a nifty glass jar. You can always toss in $1 or a penny. All of that will be used to buy food for area food pantries in this time of rising prices and much scarcity for many. We have a lot that's going on after our service today. Our kids' talent show auditions will be taking place in the classrooms, and I've been asked to let you know to mark your calendars. The actual talent show will be Saturday, April 18th. Our BIPOC group meets today, and they'll be meeting in the newly refurbished and cleaned up youth room. You won't recognize it. It looks great. And then also, we're getting ready to hang our next installment of our UU Fresno art space. So if you have pictures or paintings on the walls, you can take them with you. And if you would like to hang a picture or a painting or other kind of art, you can contact the church office and we'll tell you how you can get that to us so we can hang them. And now, Adrian, you have a very brief invitation from what was known as the Central Valley IAF, but is now known as United San Joaquin Unidos San Joaquin. The pulpit is yours for a brief invitation.
Hi, again, and I'm still Adrian. Okay. So the United San Joaquin table out there is going to be available for anybody who wants to come, and what we're trying to do is talk to people and hear what it is that is pressuring you here in your life. By doing this, you're adding your voice to what is becoming a big platform for the community that we're going with this thing called the United San Joaquin. So if you have a chance, please come to that table, and I would love to hear your story.
Thank you. Thank you. Last but not least, we'd like to welcome folks who are with us for the first, second, or third time. We do it not to embarrass you, but we're genuinely glad that you are with us. And so, if this is your first, second, or third time, could you rise for just a minute? We're not going to leave you standing alone for long. Woo! Welcome, 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 welcome. I invite the rest of the congregation to rise with them for our closing words and our sung benediction. If you came with somebody, feel free to join hands. If not, in this season of flu, let's put our hands over our hearts. Go now in peace. May you leave this place knowing you are good and knowing you are loved. Take your love from this place, share it with the world. Stay safe until we meet again. And may the longtime sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and that pure light that is within you guide your way on. Blessed be. Amen. Let's sing.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Shalom and assalamu alaikum.